Okay, we are ready to get going. We've just packed up our sleds and I've got to wrap mine around myself and get going.
It's actually not too bad for snow on the trail right now. So we're gonna go without the snowshoes. We're gonna head out down the trail and see if we can find a nice spot to camp.
There's wildlife we've seen already. A few blue jays, pine marten over that way. So here we go. Having to look back and check the sled to make sure everything's still on it, because a few things aren't strapped down. So far I haven't lost anything. Oh, you're tipping again. You're on your side. I think for next year I'm investing in a deeper sled that has high sides, because the one I'm using is really shallow. It's hard to hold the straps on. And one has just come off and spilled everything all over the ground. Fuck. Fudge. Well, that was a little less fun than I thought. As we're coming along, I just kept losing things everywhere. I actually had to leave half the stuff behind and come to this spot and then go back and collect everything that I'd left behind. So I'm gonna try and do something else on the way back, because that was ridiculous. But this is where we're gonna be camping. Tim has disappeared off into the forest somewhere. He's left his sled on the trail. I assume he's off looking for wood or something, because he was ahead of me. But this is where we're planning on staying, so I'm assuming he's gonna show up here soon.
It was a little bit tougher than I was anticipating. The main trail was okay actually, but then we got off the main trail and onto a little wee trail, and the path was just too narrow, so the sled kept tipping a little bit, so I kept having to turn around and flip the sled back upright, and the snow was a little bit more deep too, so it was a little bit tough sledding, but finally made it to our spot and set up shelter.
The thing I'm most excited about for this trip is my new tent. I have a tent style flight. It hangs in the trees. So I have found 3 reasonably good sized trees that I'm going to be putting my tent up with. And hopefully all goes well. This is my first time trying it out here in the snow. So we'll see what happens. Well, it is just starting to snow. I've just managed to get my tent up. I still have to figure out how to tighten the fly, but it's pretty good. It acts as a shelter there for my stuff underneath. Just trying it out in here. It's actually very comfy, a little bouncy. It is very tricky getting it level. I have my side that I'm lying on right now is nice and firm, but the side over this way, it sags. So who knows, I might try tomorrow adjusting it a little bit. Right now it's snowing quite a bit, so I don't think you might be able to hear the snow hitting the fly. It's gonna be interesting. Getting in and out of this is tricky. It's perhaps because I got it a little bit higher than I should. Well, I'm about 3 feet off the ground, I think. So I gotta sort of hop up into it. But it's good. It acts as sort of a shelter for all the stuff I've got. I can put stuff underneath the tent. Yeah, it's so far so good. So right near our campsite is this beautiful river. We've camped here before. It's a nice spot. It's not too far in from the beginning of the trail. Maybe with your sled and your packs, maximum 45 minutes to an hour. But it's beautiful. We got this nice river here. And I mean, you couldn't ask for better. It's amazing here.
It's amazing how quickly the days go by too when you take a while to get in. Next thing you know, you got to gather some wood and it starts getting dark so early, so you got to get everything ready to sit by the fire and stay warm.
You need a lot of wood in the winter. Boy, that's nowhere near enough. And we have a couple more trees to cut up. And we also have to get ready to cook dinner. So a lot of stuff to get done before it actually gets pitch black. I was quite warm during the night in my tent. It was the first time I've used my tent style tent, and it was pretty good. I have it aligned a little bit wrong, so one side is kind of floppy. I did find that my sleeping pad and comforters were sliding out from under me and moving away, leaving me on a cold spot. But other than that, it was pretty good. I may try and realign it today.
No, sleeping was fine. I mean, it's nice and toasty warm when you're inside the sleeping bag. It's just takes a couple hours to get out in the morning because you don't want to get outside and you're nice and warm inside your sleeping bag, and you don't want to get out and put your clothes back on. You gotta stuff your clothes inside the sleeping bag with you to warm them up. And
right now we've got a small fire going to try and cook some breakfast.
Margarine in there, egg in here, nice female bacon egg, some cream for my coffee. Living the good life.
Beautiful out here. It's amazing out here. Explain our wood situation.
Well, it's starting to get dark. We have to make sure we have enough wood because it gets cold at night and dark. So we have the firelight and the fire warmth. So we have a decent pile of wood. That'll last us a few hours.
Well, it's our second night here. We're attempting to get our fire going. Tim started it with a little fire starter stick, so hopefully that works well. And you can hear my kettle boiling in the background there, so that's good. That's so I can clean my dishes. And I think we're going to be nice and warm with the fire we're going to have tonight, and then get real cozy when I get back in my tent. This is Thursday, I guess, Thursday morning. Our second last day, we're going home tomorrow. But this is what we got to wake up to today. It snowed all night. A light snow the whole night, but a light snow that goes a long time really accumulates, but it is beautiful. We are hiking along the old railway track, the opposite way that we went to yesterday. That way.
Wow, it was a great hike we went on today. I mean, you can just look around. The scenery is spectacular. Been snowing most of the day, big coating of white on all the trees. I mean, the critters in the forest are everywhere. Saw squirrels running up trees and blue jays, and we saw little tracks in the snow, and I thought, what the heck is that going into that little hole? And a little field mouse popped his head out and scurried across the snow a little bit more and dove in again. It's kind of cool. And a little snowshoe hare just sitting there waiting for us a couple minutes later. Pine marten, there's an animal getting my food. Yeah, you don't leave food laying around. Just having an English muffin, and that's what happened. So, what a crazy place. Hey, we're gonna try some night camping tonight, or night hiking. So that'll be really neat, I think. That's the sound.
All right, so Tim and I are going on a little hike. We figured we'd try doing a little hike at night. We know the trail pretty well, so it's not like we're gonna get off the trail and get lost.
I'm not sure where we are. We're lost. It's completely dark. We went for a hike. I think it's that way. No. Uh-oh.
So we're at the railway line. Tim knows where we are. And it'd be interesting to go further up the Highland backpacking trail, but that we don't know well. So I don't know, what do you think? We might just head down a little ways along the railway line and then go back?
All right.
Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Here we go. It's really cool out here. We've tried walking with just the red light on my headlamp, and that's fairly easy. I turned it off, and we tried walking without it. Your eyes do see the white where the snow is, where the path is, and then dark where the trees are at the side. It's just hard to see where you're actually stepping, but it's pretty cool out here. It'd be amazing if the stars were out. Man, that would be fantastic. But we got clouds with a bit of snow, so no stars tonight. But it's awesome. Oh, good morning. It is our last morning here. I just got up.
Tim's still in his tent. But this has to be the coldest it's been so far that we've been up here. It was really not nice getting out of the tent. Oh man, but figured I'd get up, walk around, get some warmth, my blood flowing, get some warmth in my body. All that's really left for us to do today is pack up and then head out. We had a problem coming in, which was all our gear on the sleds. The trail where people had walked was too narrow, and everything kept getting tipped over and falling off the sleds, even though we had them strapped on. So what I might do, because Tim's not up yet and it's only about a 20-minute hike or so to where the car is, I'm gonna take some of my gear now and then come back and pack the rest on the sled, and hopefully it'll be a bit easier to manage. Well, we're pretty much packed, ready to go. It's been a great 4 days and 3 nights, and even though today was really cold this morning, it feels like it's warmed up a little bit, and all we got to do is hike out with all our gear and we are done. Just a moment ago I had a visit from a couple of gray jays. We had a blue jay visit us yesterday. Unfortunately I couldn't catch the gray jays on camera, but I love those little guys. They're really cool. Anyway, we're about to head out. Wow, it's really beautiful out here today. When the sun comes out, hits the snow on the trees, it looks so amazing. It's beautiful. Oh, I got a duck under a tree. Don't want to get a head full of snow.